cope up with threats. So whenever you will try to think beyond the physicality, you will try to think beyond survival and reproduction, you will have to fight with your own brain. And fighting with your own brain, fighting with your belief systems, fighting with yourself in a way is the most challenging and difficult task in this universe. That's why it's very easy to comment about somebody, to ask people to change, but it's very difficult to change yourself, because an entire algorithm is running inside you, and that will stimulate you, that will constrain you to work as per your past habits. For example, take the example of an atom. Suppose there is an electron in a particular energy state, n is equal to 1. So it keeps on moving in the same state. Endlessly, don't know till what time it will continue. He is actually thinking that I am doing something, but the same thing is repeating over and over. There is no upgradation, there is no output of that. In a complete cyclic process, you complete 1,000 turns or 10,000 turns or 1 million turns, displacement is zero. So ultimately, you are at the same point as you were before, and time doesn't matter over there. There comes the role of quantum physics, there comes the role of photons. Then when you need to change the state of the electrons, you need to give them certain specific frequency photons. In the very same way, if you are not satisfied with your output in life, then first thing you need to do is to change the algorithm of the mind-brain system. Just visualize that your consciousness is like an electron which is moving in a certain state, always repeating things. It's a periodic motion, and it's just the basic task is to make you survive and reproduce. So if you want to improve the output, if you want to achieve something out of the box, then first thing is you need to change the algorithms of the mind-brain system, and that is the most challenging task. So the mind-brain algorithms, as we say, can be classified as automatic mode and the manual mode. The automatic mode, as I said earlier, it's just for survival and reproduction. It involves use of the low frequency brainwave. You just use a very limited part of the information which is just necessary to make you live, to make you survive. And that is quite okay, because for most of the humans it's just a survival thing. You just survive and reproduce. That is the intention behind a very common person.